been corn, Bentley tints on, Fendi prints on. Ayo, I been on, Laura been car, PlayStation Chun-Li, drop the benzo. Is mad that they not chose. Shout out my vatos. Shout out the hoes that's watching me like my vatos. Click. All them is mad.
Yo, what's good, YouTube? You already know, man. It's your boy, LeBron, Female Rapidly. I be having to do that just to kind of separate. So when I edit my video back and take the music out, it's kind of like a separation point. You know what I'm saying? So listen, please comment and thumbs up this video. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell notification. Hit all notifications so you have my videos in your possession each and every time I go live or I do uploads. I'm sitting here eating a pomegranate. Like, this shit is so good. Yo, I hope all of y'all had a great Thanksgiving. I had a really good day yesterday. I hung out with some of my friends, just cooked and just really relaxed and had a really good time. I hope y'all had a good time. I know a lot of us around the holidays we're forced to be around family members who we either don't like or, you know, some just bullshit. I know how it goes. You know what I'm saying? But most of all, I hope that you enjoyed your holiday and made the most of it. You know what I'm saying? What did y'all eat yesterday? I seen some plates that looked sketchy yesterday. I'm like, damn. But I ended up going over. Now, I kind of like surveyed because I was asking people like, yo, so, you know, what did y'all want to eat? So yesterday, I don't understand this with some people. I could look at their plates and not see no vegetables. I have to have some vegetables on my plate. So yesterday I went over and I was about to make my collard greens with the smoked turkey wings. And so they like, oh, you know, we don't really eat collard greens like that. I said, what? Y'all don't really eat collard greens like that? I put that shit right back in that bag so quick. Oh, we making collard greens tonight. So I'm gonna have that from Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. No, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have it Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Like, I'm gonna fuck those greens up. I'm not about to make no greens over here if y'all don't eat greens like that. Nah, what is going on? Like, y'all don't eat greens? That shit weird to me. Let me tell you something too. Also, my Caribbean people, I love y'all. And listen, during the holidays is the most that you probably will catch me with starch on my plate. But I don't know if it's because my mom, she was born in the 50s, kind of old school. But the way that I was raised is that you have a protein, you have a starch, and then you have a vegetable, right? It always freaks me out. And I know that it's not the Caribbean people who only do it, but it freaks me out when I see potatoes on the plate with rice. It does something to me. But then I had to check myself because yesterday I made this bomb ass cornbread stuffing with the macaroni and cheese on the plate at the same time. So I thought about that. That was a lot, but I think it's different though. I feel like my mom, she has the only time we might have had rice at the same time is if we had black eyed peas and rice. That's one of my favorite meals as a child. And for some reason, let me tell you something. I think a lot of kids get caught up in the way that something looks. They might look at black eyed peas and might be like, oh, it's not good because of the way it looks. Like, I don't know what be going through their mind or whatever, right? But if you know somebody who could cook some good ass black eyed peas and put that smoked meat or whatever it is, and it be just like a little, not too salty, but then like my mom always made black eyed peas and rice. Some people, I can understand why you probably don't like black eyed peas because they make it by itself. But now that I'm an adult, like I like black eyed peas by itself. I can eat them by themselves. But some people just do not like black eyed peas. And I'd be wondering, like, how did your mom cook or whatever? Because black eyed peas and rice, that's a whole fucking meal. Ooh, with some neck bones in it too. Yeah, now you talking. That's good eating. To me, that's good eating. But they said that they ain't eat greens. So I said, oh, I'm not about to make this over here. No. So I made my dressing. I made my macaroni and cheese legendary, yo. I gotta tell y'all my recipe for macaroni and cheese. So let me know how you make your macaroni and cheese. I don't use any egg in my macaroni and cheese or my dressing. And how I make my macaroni and cheese is, you got to think it was only a few people. So I used one box of the cavatappi pasta. I always use the corkscrew pasta. So I boil that al dente, right? Then I use a 16-ounce container of heavy cream. I put that in it. And yesterday, what I did was I used that boar's head smoked Gouda. Oh my God, that shit took it to another fucking level. It took it to another level that they was fucking that shit up after without the remaining side dishes that we had. People was really fucking up my cornbread stuffing, and they was fucking up that macaroni cheese. Now listen, I know how to make macaroni cheese good. Rest in peace to my friend Lester, because that nigga put me on how to really do the macaroni and cheese, because I was caught up doing it kind of like, it's still soul food mac and cheese, but it's just different. I don't put egg in it. And I'm telling you, even this morning when they was cutting that shit up to take home plates and shit like that, it's still stuck like you did put an egg in it. That heavy cream is going to bind it, especially when it chills and all of that. It's going to bind it. And yo, so I put the heavy cream in it. I use I think it's called Tillamook cheese or whatever. I use the sharp cheese, the Kobe cheese, and I do like a mixed cheese in it as well. Now, I might lose some of y'all right here, but this is definitely one of my pieces to the recipe that I put in. I'm definitely putting maybe a half a block. I don't even buy a full block, but just to coat my cheese, I'm putting in that. I'm buying one of those little half blocks of Velveeta cheese, and I'm gonna cut half of it, and then I'm gonna do something. I'm telling you, I slice that shit up and I put some of it at the top when I'm putting the rest of my cheeses too. Put that smoked paprika. But listen, I put that Gouda cheese in it, mixed it up. Oh my God. Then I mix my other cheese in it with that container of heavy cream. I like creamy macaroni and cheese. Like I like my shit to be creamy. I don't want no dry brick house macaroni. And I know a lot of us was raised like that based off of our grandparents and shit like that. I don't enjoy my macaroni and cheese like that. I don't want no brick macaroni. Nah, yo, that shit came out bomb. I wish all of y'all could try my macaroni and cheese. Let me know how you make yours in your comments too. In the comments, I ate macaroni and cheese, collard greens, ham with glazed from ShopRite rolls. That sounds good too. Tricolor corkscrew pasta. What'd you make with tricolor corkscrew pasta? Did you make a pasta salad? You made your macaroni and cheese with tricolor corkscrew pasta, Tamira? That's supposed to be for your pasta salads in the summer. You know, you do your summers with the chunk of cheese and the olives and the pepperoni. You made your pot. You gotta let me know in the comments what you did. So my Thanksgiving was good, Casey. Thanks for asking. It was amazing. How was yours? So let's see. My grandmother was mean with the rice and black eyed peas. Plus, she would chop up pigtail in it. I never had it like that, but I can imagine it was good. I know in the Caribbean, y'all eat that pigtail. What y'all call it? Pilau, or something like that. So listen, I just really wanted to come and see how y'all was doing for Thanksgiving. You know, yesterday we was being positive, like, have a happy day. How many of them fake ass family members you was around that you couldn't wait to get away from? I know what the feeling is like, fake motherfucker. Like, how many of y'all was around like people that was like that? I never forget, right? Never like just front on shit. I went to this one family member house before and they used to like do crazy shit. Like, I don't know what it was, but something told me don't drink out of her cups, right? So I went over there and she poured me some like champagne. This was like years ago. I looked in the cup, it was like 2 strands of hair. I said, no, baby, can't do it. Can't. Like, sometimes you just got to be like, I'm not hungry or I just don't want anything. You know what I'm saying? I love collard greens too. I love me some good collards. My grandmother, me giving out unexpected lashes to the barbs when they're trying to be funny, thinking I'm not online. Nikki, listen, I know the barbs is coming. Listen, even Nikki kind of hyped her food up. Nikki, I give you A for effort. Nikki did, E for effort. She did her food, but I don't think her mac and cheese definitely look better than mine. Like, I give Nikki E for effort though. You know what I'm saying? I just seen her tweet that, but real sticky, cheesy. Ooh, yeah. Elbow macaroni. I make a mac and cheese sauce, no eggs. Do you put flour in your mac and cheese sauce? You know what I'm saying? I don't really like that flour rouge shit, but some people I understand they do that. So let's see. One thing I wanted to say first and foremost, I just wanted to bring this up real quick. Give me a second, but one moment. One moment, caller. Let's bring this up for a second. And this is not even in my title or anything like that. But I think that it's amazing what this rapper has done, like as far as like, and I'm not saying that anything won't happen in the future with their daughter, but I really, really respect that Nas' daughter, she be out of the way. Like, and I'm gonna tell you why I think she be out of the way. Nas' daughter, like, not only we don't ever hear, like, let me know because I could be completely wrong, but on her page it says that she's an actress or whatever the case may be, but I've never seen her in anything yet. Put me on if it's something that I maybe overlooked. But Nas' daughter, when I tell you, I feel like not only is Nas an OG in this game, he's rich. That nigga is worth like what, $70 million. And I'm happy that I've never seen his daughter mixed and entangled in some bullshit. But let me tell you the reason why. Let me tell you something. Money is a real thing, and I think that money drives people to do crazy things. And Nas always rapped about his daughter and his music. He even made a song called "For Niggas with Daughters." Like, so I can tell that his scope on having a a daughter and raising her to the right way and being a positive figure in her life was very important for him. And I can imagine that in her mind, I could just tell. I could listen. I ain't trying to be funny. This ain't no Young Miami shit. This girl is rest assured. Her daddy is a millionaire. What he got? Don't Nas got restaurants and shit like that? I ain't trying to be funny, but it's just a different type of it's a different type of vibe. Like, she not fucking with no P Diddy ass nigga just to remain relevant and get Chanel bags and all of that. Her dad going buy that shit. Her rich ass dad going buy that shit. And I know that everybody's dad is not rich on some Nas shit, and you can still get the same feeling of and comfort and closeness and support and guidance from a man who don't make as much as Nas. But a father and a daughter, a father and a son's life is very important too. But having your father in your life, it prevents niggas from being able to run amok on your mind and being able to just conquer you and take you over. Like, you understand what I'm saying? I'm telling you, it's a flex that I see in her. It's not even about money, but it's just like, this girl ain't out here fucking with. Come on, imagine Fabulous, right? Now that threw me for a loop, and I know a lot of y'all might miss that, but Fabulous daughter, her stepdaughter Tiana, fucking with G Herbo, to me, that's like, why would you want your stepdaughter to fuck with another rapper? And you know how these niggas get the fuck down. And I ain't saying I know the ins and out of G Herbo, but we ain't never see her to see Destiny, Nas' daughter. I'm pretty sure that would be an embarrassment to Nas. If that Nas' daughter was Tiana, if that was Tiana, that would be an embarrassment. I could just tell by the way that Nas think and the way that he raps in his songs, that will never be his daughter. It's a different type. She's calm in a different way. That's a daddy's girl. Like, I can tell. And the way that he talked about her in the music is like, she not out here fucking with no P Diddy ass nigga on some Young Miami shit just to get brands and shit like that. Her daddy gonna get that shit. That nigga's gonna take care of her. Like, I had to comment under one of her videos, like, I'm under her photos, like, yo, I'm happy that you never entangled in no bullshit. Never. Like, never. And then again, just to stress it, because sometimes people like to compare their lives. You don't got to be rich like Nas to have a daughter who's intelligent and don't make the wrong moves. And, I understand fucking with a guy who can do things for you financially, but it reaches a point when you fucking with these granddaddy ass niggas like Young Miami just to be attached to a nigga. And the sad part about it is, I don't even know if and this was last year, so she don't even really post like that. Like, she don't even post like that. So you ain't out here fucking with no granddaddy balls just to be relevant and just to have your name in the news and shit like that. And notice how Young Miami is just silent right now. You know what I'm saying? She's silent. So that's just something that I noticed yesterday. I really wanted to bring it up and share with y'all, because I'm like, damn, Nas' daughter don't be entangled in no bullshit. She just kind of lives life. You could tell that her father probably would give her like, yo, he probably like, I'll give you anything you want, baby. You don't got to be out here looking crazy, whatever. And I'm pretty sure with the way that she looks, she could get niggas. You know what I'm saying? She's bad as hell. She's bad. So that's just something I seen, and I just wanted to bring it up and share it with y'all as well. So, yo, I wanted to bring this up real quick because I know that a lot of y'all probably seen this online as well. Give me 1 second. So it was a situation. Shit, let me put this pomegranate down. I'll be trying to hold it in like a bag because the pomegranate will leak literally all over you. Like, that shit done ruined my sheets. I had to bring them shits to the dry cleaners. So anyway, so Charleston White believes that real men don't get a haircut every week or put on lotion every day. Real men get dirty. Women stay clean. This is why I'm going to try to tell you, this is a part of the negative pathology behind a lot of black men. Rest in peace to Prodigy. I'm a Prodigy. RIP done done. Got these bitches shook. That's who Nicki's talking about when she said that. I don't know if you know Prodigy from Mobb Deep. I'm a Prodigy. RIP done done. Yo, rest in peace to Prodigy. But Prodigy said something years ago, and my brothers, they listen to Mobb Deep music and shit like that. And I don't know if a lot of black men back at that time was thinking like this, but I just want to say this. When it comes to sometimes the pathology behind a lot of people in the hood, I don't really know how the fuck they feel or where they get this feeling of just from the music. I don't know what it's linked to. Anyway, I didn't say this at first, but please make sure that you subscribe to the channel, support the channel. Also, the Cash App is on the screen, all of that, support the channel. So I wanted to get into this conversation about Charleston White talking about real men don't get haircuts or lotion every day real men get dirty. To me, that's like on the lines of you don't want to take showers and shit like that. So these would be the type of niggas who want to get the pussy and be, you know, you got your legs up in a missionary position and they going in on you. They ass cheeks is spread and all you smelling is butt cheese in the room because they don't believe in getting showers. Let me tell you something, real talk. And not to just put, you don't know this person, so you won't know. My friend told me that she had this guy, right? That she fuck with in upstate or whatever. And I was like, what happened to you and so and so? She was like, I had to cut him off. I said, what happened? She was like, yo, you know that nigga owned like 30 houses up here, whatever. She said, he's doing really good. But she said, it's just certain things with him I can't get with and I can't shake it. She said, I addressed him about it one time and it didn't change. I said, what happened? She was like, we was being intimate one time and it just smelled like he didn't wipe his ass right. Like, you get in the pussy and you ain't wiping your ass right. This goes along with shit like this where niggas don't think that they got to be clean. I don't give a fuck. Like, you got to get that shower daily. I don't care if I wake up late in the morning or whatever. I'm getting that shower before I leave. I'm showering before bed. I got to get it in. I don't know why niggas like my mother. And I think it starts at the home with the parent and how you were raised, you know, as far as like hygiene and cleanliness. But I remember as a child, every night we took a bath, and I love when my mother used to put them little bath beads in the water too, because that should make your skin smell so good. Like, I don't understand how people don't get down with cleanliness and don't want to take baths and bathe and shit like that. That's all. It's all a clear reflection of how you were reared and, you know, how you were raised. So let me just play this real quick because I thought that this was, to me, it was toxic.
You going to go get your nails done? You going to go get your feet done? You moisturize every day. What kind of man are you?
You said get your hair cut every week.
What kind of man are you, homie?
Let me pause this. You talking about get your haircut every week. Now, let me tell you, I wear my hair low. Sometimes I might let it grow out and I'll go to the barbershop and get it cut. But when I wear my hair low and close, I cut my hair like every 2 days and my shit got to be trimmed. When you work in an office, you have to maintain a certain type of look, and not even just for the office, but you want to look good for yourself. Now, I don't get manicures, but I have got them in the past, but I like getting manicures. Sometimes I look, because you can't get that extra cuticle skin off. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with taking care of yourself. These are the type of niggas where they watch everything that you do. They watch your interactions and shit like that, but you don't take care of yourself. And you look at his skin, you think he moisturized? Come on, you probably could look about 10, 15 years younger. You put the blunt down or moisturize your skin and just take better care of yourself. I believe in taking better care of myself. That's why I'm 40 years old. And a lot of people say, you don't look like it. Yeah, because I do the right things. I put the right food in my body and I also take very good care of myself. You got to. You won't listen. And it was this one guy who commented to me under here talking about like, oh, like niggas don't know how to change tires. Yeah, I know how to change tires. And I know how to change my own tire if I get a flat. And I also know how to take care of myself. And guess what? You're probably younger than me and you're prematurely going gray and because you're vitamin deficient and you don't take care of yourself. Like, I know how this shit go. If you ever notice that it's more men younger and younger who are going fully gray in their beards and shit, they nutrient deficient. They nutrient deficient. They keep sucking and smoking that blunt and low-key stressed, throwing off all types of imbalances in their body, and they just don't know how to listen. But they call that feminine when you want to take care of yourself. And I got to touch on that Prodigy from Mobb Deep statement too. Let me just play this.
You somewhat of a homosexual man.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm saying you get your hair cut every week. That's feminine.
If you get your hair cut every week, homie,
that's care. That's self-care. And I see
that's damn near feminine to me. Because
and what I hate about these podcasts is niggas get up here and they speak accurately and like in matter of factly about shit. And it's coming from a primitive point of view. Primitive meaning underdeveloped. His mindset is underdeveloped. I would never want to be around nobody like that. Let me tell you something. When we used to go to church as little boys, right? My mother had us on a 2-week schedule. Guess what happened? We getting a full haircut every 2 weeks. And on that second week, because we sung in the choir, she's going to bring us to get an edge up just to make it clean and make it cleaned up. Right? I ain't mad at it at all. You take care of your kids the way that you do. You know what I'm saying? And I just like all of those days, I remember like waking up in the morning and my mom, like if we had like the little fro phase or whatever, and she picking it and putting like, you know, putting a little blue or green grease in her hand and just like making sure that it looks conditioned and moisturized and like, you know what I'm saying? I don't understand this. Like the messages that are coming through the vessel of a human being like that is from a parent who never took the time with you. They never took the time. So you don't understand the importance of being clean and being, you know, it's not even prim and proper, but just being presentable. That's not presentable. Like, you think you're gonna come to work looking raggedy and they're gonna promote you? Nah, you gotta dress for the job that you want. Also, fuck that job. You gotta dress for yourself. Look good for yourself. I don't give a fuck. If I go in the mirror and I went to the barbershop, like, this is why I cut my own shit also. Because that barbershop shit get expensive. But like, how can, and this is how I question myself to a lot of men. How do you go to the barbershop for all of your life? Like, you're 30 years old. That means you've been going to the barbershop for so long. You don't know how to cut your shit in the interim. Like, say you go and get they trim you and they shave you clean. Then within 2 to 3 days, my nigga, I know you start growing back. You ain't got no clippers at home where you could clean that shit up and make it look, and and go over the stuff that they did. That's how I learned from a young age. We used to cut our own hair. And then guess what? It's hair. It's going to grow back. You got to learn how to be more self-sufficient. Shout out to the women who I know too. I grew up with a lot of women where they used to go to the beauty shop. You know, back in the days where it was popular going to the beauty shop to get your hair done. And they'd be like, okay, damn, she want like 200 to do a weave. I'm going to learn how to do that shit myself. It's trial and error. You might look crazy at first with a few of them, but it's the fact that you tried and now you do that shit effortlessly. A lot of my female friends used to do, women friends used to do that, do their own hair. How are you sitting in the chair and you don't know how to do things on your own? To me, that's crazy. Anyway, let's proceed.
You getting your hair done. You getting your nails done. You getting your toes done. And you moisturizing your body.
Niggas need pedicures too. Manicures sometimes if that's what you choose to do.
That's a woman's body. Literally, if you look at it.
Jay-Z and all of them get manicures.
Man normally is dirty because he got a trade. He got a skill.
Wow.
Normally a man is musty. Man is ashy. Shoes dirty because he's actively involved doing.
And that's a toxic pathology. And that's the same reason why my friend broke up with that nigga who was trying to get the pussy, and why he was banging her. Shit smelled like butt cheese all in the room. Like, I know, listen, y'all might laugh at what I'm saying, but I know that y'all experienced that. I know you fucked with a dirty nigga before and he fucking you and that shit starts stinking. Like, damn, did you wipe your ass? This is the type of shit that he's promoting right here. And it's sick. I don't even understand this shit.
Something. The nigga sitting around just cute and pretty all day long. He ain't never dirty. Every day he cute. Every day he pretty. Every day he well put together. Yo, what man did he get that from?
This is amazing content, man.
What man did he get this from? You get that from your mama. You ain't never seen your daddy sitting up lotion in his leg, my nigga. Putting lotion. You ain't never seen.
That's bad. That is bad. That's bad business. Let me know what you think about that. Let me read some of the comments to see what y'all talking about in regards to that. Ew, Jay-Z has no hair on his leg. He's completely shaven. He looks like a Sonic from the neck up down. Excuses. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, let's see. Yo, men who work in construction get their fingernails dirty. They have to stay trimmed and out of dirt. That's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of people, this is why I'm happy that you have to be happy for the warps that you come up in life and the vessels you come through, because a lot of these people is toxic as fuck. I remember even when my nieces was little girls and my brother would be like, they would be trying to play too much or say they doing something. My brother, like, we got to go somewhere, like, get in that shower. Like, my brother ain't play, like, and it has nothing to do with just being a woman. My niece has both her mother and father in their life. Like, get in that shower. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's not, so what he supposed to do? Just let the mother just ridicule, like, okay, you could be dirty. You know, baby, you could be dirty. We could go out dirty. Nah, that's a janky, fucked up pathology to me to have. Like, I don't understand why people are like that and why they say toxic shit like that and think that shit is hitting. I don't. Also, that's what I wanted to say also. So, damn, I apologize for that. Give me a second. I kind of moved on too quick. So I had posted under here and I was saying, like, this is weird and toxic, just like rest in peace Prodigy from Mobb Deep. He said, you can eat a salad and still be gangsta. At that point, I knew many youth was lost as well. When Prodigy said that when I was younger, I knew because my brother and them, they follow Prodigy. And that's back when Styles P and Jadakiss, they opened up that juice bar and they was promoting like being healthy and like eating healthy, you know, from kind of like an urban perspective, right? So you see how this nigga said right here, he said, no, it ain't. Y'all new niggas raised by y'all mama want to be women. Don't know how to build ish. Don't know how to fix ish. But y'all nail appointment is set up every Saturday. Shit kind of pathetic when you think about it. And I said, you look just like the type that don't eat salad, prematurely gray hair, vitamin and mineral deficient. Do you flock to that ghetto hoodwink pathology, my nigga? Flock to it. Like a lot of these niggas can't be saved. They can't be saved at all. Like they just can't be. So I'm telling you, back then I knew that a lot of black youth was lost at that point because could you imagine like, yo, Prodigy, that shit kind of like made me look at shit funny when he said that. He was like, you can eat a salad and still be gangsta. And I thought to myself, like, being healthy is like, you can't be gangsta and be healthy. So what are you supposed to do? Eat French fries and fried chicken all day? That shit, nah. That shit is super weird to me. It's super weird to me. So I just wanted to share that with y'all because I want to know what y'all think about it. Do you feel like being clean and being trimmed and neat? Like I thought women, when I grew up in the 90s and 2000s, women loved niggas who they shit is on point. They haircut, they line, they edge up, everything is clean. You know what I'm saying? From what I hear, women don't like niggas with dirty nails. Yo, I also know a girl who stopped talking to a nigga after a few days because every 2 or 3 times they linked up, he had dirty shit under his nails. No, he was not a mechanic or anything like that. So what is it like? Nah, he was raised, and you also he looked older, so maybe he had like maybe he had like a older parent, or I don't know who told him that shit though. I don't. Bring hygienic and eating right. Exactly. Bring it back. Please bring it back. Yup, that's gross. Clean teeth. Yup, you could look at somebody's shit and tell if they don't clean their teeth. My boy is an engineer and he works two full-time jobs and he still manages to keep himself clean and good looking. Hell, he has a old cleaning lady to do his house every week. He needs to stop. Damn. But that's good though, because guess what? Whether if he pays for somebody to clean the house, at least it's done. Yeah, I do want to go and check that out too. The Juices for Life for the Styles P and Jadakiss, their business. I want to check that out one day. Let's see. Clean equal pretty. Yeah, it's just toxic pathology from men. I personally feel that it is. So let's move on to Megan Thee Stallion because I know that y'all heard this last night. Do I want to bring this up from this page, or I think I want to go to the neighborhood talk. Let me go to the neighborhood talk and bring this up because it just looks better. Let me see. Let me share this one right here. Give me a second. Please make sure that you support the channel. The Cash App is on the screen. Cookie Confidant 83. I appreciate all of y'all who supported yesterday. I think I shouted everybody out. Vanessa Rudgell, I think that you sent me something yesterday. I think I shouted you out as well. I also want to go into that Diddy's new lawsuit and that Dwight Howard, he's filing for custody now because his daughter did an inappropriate TikTok. I want to know how y'all feel about that too. There's a lot of people saying that they feel as though Dwight Howard, his sexuality kind of like overshadowed his sexual assault allegations. And I mean, I felt like when it, not just saying it and discounting it because it's a man who was saying that Dwight Howard did XYZ to him. Sometimes like a lot of listen, it's hard to say because I don't want to say the wrong thing, but a lot of niggas be complicit with the shit that be happening, and then when they realize who it is that they fucking with, they want to get some money out of it. Listen, you knew exactly what it was. Y'all was texting back and forth all this time. It still doesn't mean that a person should hold you and do certain things against your will or whatever, but I do think that some people look at situations as they're very opportunistic when it comes to people who they deal with. And a lot of people don't even care if they can't get the money. They just want their name to be entangled in the headlines and the news. So then it's like when you Google their name, it's all going to come up. So it's a lot of that going on too. But anyway, let me bring this up real quick from the Shade Room with Megan Thee Stallion, the one that said that Don Julio by the gallon. So Megan, is one thing I will say about this is that I felt as though Megan, do you feel as though she owned it? Let's hear what Megan Thee Stallion is talking about.
It's like nobody be listening to my music. They be like, oh, Megan Thee Stallion. I cannot believe she likes to have sex. I cannot believe Megan Thee Stallion fucks.
I can't lie. Megan is a cutie. She is cute. I'm really sad because I miss the days when I really used to like Megan Thee Stallion. Shout out to Destiny who just sent me a Cash App. I appreciate you. Let me send you some love back. Shout out to you, Destiny. All right. So listen, I feel like when anybody is talking shit about you, learn this. even though we know how Megan Thee Stallion is manipulative, anytime somebody says something about you, try to flip it in a way where it works. Like she's owning it. So I can't be mad. And listen, at the end of the day, you can't tell nobody what to do with their pussy or with their D word, with their P word or their D word. You can't tell them what to do with it. And honestly, a lot of people, I've never been the type of person to slut shame or hoe shame Megan Thee Stallion in regards to any of the choices that she's made, right? She probably feel like she's in the industry. She gonna get this rich celebrity dick or whatever. I don't know what her motto is, right? But I feel like the best way to get in front of something is to admit it and kind of like accept it and kind of, in a way where it works for you. You know what I'm saying? You got to do what you got to do. So give me a second. Thank you so much, Shanique. I appreciate that. Thank you, Shanique, for sending me the Cash App. Thank you so much. Let me send you some love back. I think you sent me some the other day as well. Let me send a different emoji to you. Let's see. So Megan Thee Stallion. All right. Thank you so much, Shanique. So let's continue this.
We shall be. No, but I am turning over, a new leaf. And I'm stingy with the cootie cat. I'm not a freak anymore. Oh my God. I'm done. I'm done with the streets. So toxic in the streets.
She think it's
tired
funny.
of the streets.
Listen, we can't sit up here and say that it's double standards. Like honestly, when it comes to women and men, I know that it's a kind of like you can like insult a person by calling them a hoe or whatever, but wholeness goes both ways. And let me tell you something. Especially with men, whether you hetero or straight, it's a lot of fucking hoes, right? So what's the difference with a woman who want to just, she like to fuck around? But I think the only thing is with Megan Thee Stallion, I feel like, and I know that a lot of people get sick of saying like this whole Zodiac war or whatever, but I think the only thing about her is with Megan Thee Stallion, especially with her being in a public figure, be a little bit more discreet with who you fucking around with, because everybody don't gotta know. They don't gotta know. First and foremost, let me say this too, and I feel like this is the no, I'm not going to say that. Anyway, keep it moving. Nah, I'm not going to get into that. But something happened yesterday on Twitter where a person. This is a quick segue, right? Something happened yesterday on Twitter, and it was these people who was leaking this. Not leaking it because it was out already for months. It was this people who were sharing this audio from Cardi B, and they lied and said that it came out yesterday, right? So it's a person who watches my channel. And they commented under my tweet, and they was just like, "Why do y'all feel like y'all can police people's whatever?" And then I seen who they was affiliated with, and I was like, "Yeah, this is why you talking like that to me." And furthermore, like, let me tell you something. If I like you and you like me, let's just keep it at that. Like, it doesn't really matter if you are a subscriber or whatever the case may be. If you watch my channel, you know that I like real shit. I'm not just going to say some stupid shit. I don't like Cardi B, but why are y'all niggas retweeting and sharing some shit and trying to make it seem like Cardi was on the internet on Thanksgiving saying that, oh, bitches is copying me? Y'all niggas literally took this old ass audio, and would it really be, and I hate to say this, and I don't want to cause no division or anything, but if you ever sit back and observe on Twitter, it'd be white barbs who be starting a lot of shit. They be starting a lot of shit under profile pictures, like, because I could tell by the way this one person talk, I know that they're white. Just by the way that they conduct themselves and shit like that, I can tell. And listen, that's another scary thing about being online, is that people are hiding behind these celebrity profiles, these animated folk profiles, and you don't know who the fuck they are. So these people are sharing this shit, and somebody said something that made sense. They said, oh, the Twitter monetization is going to cut off tomorrow, so they want to make their money. And I'm like, damn, at what expense? So what did y'all want to do? Get Cardi to come online and say that this is not new and this is old? It's like y'all wanted to get that type of response. So this person said to me, damn, like something about policing, right? And I just want to be very clear. I know a lot of us talk hard and we say shit that's on our mind. At times when I say the word bitch, I'm talking to a man, or I'm talking to, I call men bitches too, right? So this person said under the comment, because I was just like, I can't remember what I said verbatim to them. I just said, unfollow me. And I used the B word, right? But being that you're hiding behind a Nicki Minaj profile, sometimes, you don't know who this person is. So the girl, I guess she responded back to me like, oh, that's wrong. Why would you say that? And I apologize to her too for saying that, because I didn't know that it was a girl or a guy, right? I call men bitches too. So she said, that's wrong that you said that to me. And then she said something like, why is it that gay men want to call women bitches or whatever the case may be? And I thought to myself, I didn't respond to her when she said that, right? But I said to myself, even if I am gay, I never had that conversation with you. Like this was kind of like the empowerment point of I wanted to tell people, because I knew as somebody who's faced in this situation, right? Even if I was gay, I never had that conversation with you. You alluded to it or you thought it or whatever. I want to tell you this. If you've never had a conversation with, like, say you told somebody something and then there's another person that's coming around you and they trying to be nosy in your business, and you could tell they're trying to like fishing for information. And sometimes you feel compelled to tell a person something because you feel like, oh, they know, so I'm just going to tell them. Listen, let me tell you something. There's strength in your being and strength in what they don't know. Let me tell you something. A person will always feel a certain type of way towards you if something is true and you don't confirm it for them. I never had that conversation with you. And that's why I say people overstep boundaries. I don't know how you get down with other content creators or whatever, but I'm not like that. This ain't no free for all shit. I come on here and I share commentary. I share my point of view, and you know, I joke around and shit like that. But don't act like you know me like that. Like you don't know me, because then what if I had some sort of assumption about you? It don't matter how you feel. I don't care how you feel about me. Like I don't care. But for you to get up and say that, I had to think to myself, when did I ever have that conversation with you? When have you ever been privy towards my lifestyle or anything behind the scenes, even if I am gay? Like, you know what I'm saying? I never said that to you. And I know that you listening because you told me you watch. So how is it appropriate? So what I'm trying to say is like, to kind of blend this in with Megan, if you're going to do what you do, you can be discreet about it. Unless you had a conversation with somebody and they just like put it out there, whatever. But Megan, she's too messy in the to me, her public image, as far as like the people who she's tied to. Like, if you're gonna do some shit, do it. And not saying that there's any shame with being gay, being straight, or whatever, but I never had that conversation with you. And to me, Megan, you could still be a hoe, quotations a hoe, and fuck with whoever you want to, but I think that you can be a little bit discreet about it. Like, live your life the way that you want to live your life. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody just don't got to be in your business. And I feel like there's a joy in not having people in your business. It is. I've always been that type of person. I'm telling you. I don't know if this will help you, but if you're around people who you feel as though that somebody told them something, you didn't tell them no. You didn't tell them. You didn't confirm it with them. They can allude and assume whatever the fuck they want, baby. The power is within you. Unless you had those conversations with that person, leave their ass on the curb like the trash on a Thursday and let them feel the way like, damn. And guess what? Let me tell you, the next step is what they're going to feel when you don't tell them, damn, they don't fuck with me like that. Yeah, I don't fuck with you like that. I don't. And I don't feel like any person, and this is why a lot of people get into situations and people use shit against them, because you just blab too much. You blab. It's not up to me to care about how you feel about me, but don't act like we had no conversations and that you privy to some shit about me where I never had that conversation with you. Never. Like, you know what I'm saying? So Megan, if you want to fuck these industry niggas and you want to get your shit off, get it off in a more discreet way. Maybe you shouldn't fuck with rapper niggas or people who are artists. Try to get, Megan is beautiful. Maybe she could fuck with some of these label heads or entertainers and shit like that. Also, Megan, let me finish this before I go into how I want to say about the next thing. I think this is almost done.
Why is my titty sweating?
So anyway, so Megan, she also, let me see if this is on here. They posted that she did like a little commercial for the Olympics, right? And in my opinion, I don't think it's on here though, and I'm not about to go fishing for it. In my opinion, Megan don't got no record label, but you can't say that you independent if you still got a major management company, because you can't pull no shit like that where you're independent. I'm sorry. It's a different level to the shit. You can be independent. Oh shit, I wasn't even sharing it. Was I sharing it? Oh shit. I'm sorry, y'all. And I ain't about to, hold on. Was I sharing that Megan Thee Stallion shit? See, this is why I be yapping too much sometimes. Where it's like, hold on a second. Let's bring this up real quick. I apologize if I wasn't sharing it. We're just going to go through it real quick.
It's like nobody be listening to my music. They be like, oh, Megan Thee Stallion. I cannot believe she likes to have sex. I cannot believe Megan Thee Stallion fucks. We shall be. No, but I am turning over, you know, a new leaf. And I'm stingy with the cootie cat. I'm not a freak anymore. Oh my God. I'm done, and I'm done with the shreds. So toxic in the shreds. I'm tired of the shreds. Why is my titty sweating?
What? Yeah, Megan is cute. You know what I'm saying? If you want to fuck these niggas and get with these niggas, and you know, this is probably, I'm telling you, this is an industry that, let me tell you this, right? Don't let nobody judge you. This is an industry that many people have probably died to want to be a part of and be involved in. Could you imagine saying, oh, if you're on it like that, I fucked Robin Thicke, or I fucked Fabulous, or I fucked this person, and you know, he's a rap nigga and he's this, but you know, he ain't shit. Who knows whatever she's fucking with these niggas for and surveying they sex? You know what I'm saying? I don't know what she's on, but as long as to me, she should. I don't know. Fuck who you want to fuck. That's how I personally feel. Just be a little discreet about it. People don't got to know your business. They don't got to know your every move and shit like that. So that's that. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Give me one moment. Let me read some of these comments real quick. Hold up a second. I'm really good, and I want you to master that too. Be really good with keeping people out of your business. Who gives a fuck what they think about you? It ain't about what they think about you. It's about what the fuck it is. It's about what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, they're free for alls, and they just put people in every situation that they're going through in their business. I've never been the type of person to be like that. I'm the type of person that, yeah, you can have your friends, but like, I get quiet when your friends come around. Like, yeah, my energy has always been different. If I don't know you, I'm not conversing with you like that. Even with this content creator shit, there's been many people who just thought it was gonna be like, listen, let me tell you this. There's been many guys who thought, I don't know what they thought in their mind. If like you could offer up some compliments or whatever. Did you think that I would be that easy for you to just get through? So what? So in turn, if something happened between me and you, that you could run to YouTube and do blogs and say that, oh, we had this. No, I'm 10 steps ahead of the game. I'm 10 steps ahead of the game. It'll never happen. I don't look at YouTube as a dating site like some people do. It's not. I don't care if you're attracted to me. I want you to also incorporate this into your mind when you deal with people, even in real life. It's not my fault that I turn you on. You being attracted to me has nothing to do with me. It don't. If it's a compliment, it's a thank you, and it keeps it moving. It's not getting stuck up and like, oh, you come. Only a desperate person. You know how many times, like, there's so many beautiful people who's probably in this chat. I know that you get compliments all the time. You cannot fuck everybody who gives you a compliment. People can admire your beauty and admire you being cute, handsome, sexy, or whatever it is. That don't mean you get me. It don't mean that. And you got to know that shit. Like, sometimes don't get fucked off of a compliment. Don't. I had to tell my nieces that when they went to high school, like, and I know it was blunt. I know that it was crass. I know that it was direct, but a compliment is just that. When somebody tell you that you look good or whatever, yeah, I know I look good. You don't need compliments, and you don't need that to get you off. And then all of a sudden you in a 4-year situation, or you fucking around with a person just off of them telling you they look good. Yo, one of my white friends, I remember in upstate New York, I had to like, I used to ask her, she'd be like, oh, I fuck with this guy, I fuck with this guy, I fuck with this guy. And you would be surprised why she told me. And it goes along the lines of what I just said. I'd be like, and you're not gonna know her, but I'll be like, I'm not even gonna say her name, but I'll be like, what made you give them a chance? She'd be like, they called me pretty. It's that easy? They just called you pretty. Really? That shit used to throw me for a loop. You know how many motherfuckers you'll fuck if just they called you pretty or called you handsome, or they just because they was attracted to you? Just because you want this don't mean that I want you at all. Listen, I'm different. I gotta like the way that you think. I gotta see the way that you navigate and who you deal with. I gotta see how promiscuous you are. A lot of that shit matters to me. Listen, I'm an exclusive person, so I like exclusive things. I don't like people who are just easily accessible to any and everybody. Nah, I think what happens in the human race is that we think just because you see a person, there's so many beautiful people, you can't have sex with everybody. You could be with your girlfriend. You could be with your boyfriend. You're going to see somebody who's attractive. You're going to sacrifice your bond with the person who you love just because you see another fat ass, or just because you see another person who's cute. You can't possibly fuck everybody just because they're cute. But there are some people out there who they want a piece of everything, because you know what? Their cup is not empty. their cup, their cup is not full. So you'll fuck with these people in a relationship and think it's something wrong with you, when in fact they just have to have it all. Like their cup is empty. Like they, you know what I'm saying? It's a difference with fucking with a person who cup is empty and who cup runneth over. Point blank. How you doing, LeBron? How was your Thanksgiving? It was good. Let's meals. I appreciate you asking. They're gonna end up doing with a disease doing that. Exactly. Listen, one of my friends, let me just give you a little tea. I just don't get into Meg or her music. But if she wants to spread that kitty cat from Japan, let her, right? She clearly don't care about her reputation. Let me tell you about one of my friends, right? They was dealing with this police officer, and it was so fucked up the way that he manipulated her. Right. She was, and this is when we was 19 years old. This nigga used to do shit that used to, and I don't know why it amused her though, but she was fucking with this police officer. He used to send her shopping, like getting basic shit shopping though, like sending her to little S&Ds. This is New York City back in the day. Sending her to S&Ds. Oh, go buy us a pair of Uptowns Air Force Ones, white on whites, right? That's when it was really popular in the early 2000s. That's why when I see people wear Air Force Ones now, we did them shit so dirty in the early 2000s. I can't put my foot in a pair of Air Force Ones. I wear a lot of New Balances. I don't get Jordans a lot. I never had the Cherry 12s, but when they was re-releasing this year, I didn't want them. I'm over Jordans. I'm just over it. So anyway, so I remember he was sending her, yo, go shopping, go get us some sneakers. He would send her on these little trips and give her a little $200-300, and she felt like it was a lot, right? Tell me why she came back early one time, because she felt as though that, you know, something wasn't right. She went shopping, she came back. This is a police officer she's fucking with. She caught this nigga in the bed with a tranny, right? Transsexual. Caught him in the bed with a transsexual. Guess what happened? She told me like 2 weeks later, she said she just felt like something was wrong. She went to the doctors and got tested, and she had HIV. She caught it from him. And you want to know what the sad thing about it is? At that point, we was 19 years old. She said she had, before him, she had one other boyfriend. So it's like she didn't even get to start to get out there and to really, like, you know, explore sex with multiple people. It's like her second partner, and she felt like for some reason this guy was like almost 40 years old at the time too. I don't know. And listen, maybe it's because I grew up with my parents, and you know, like being around my parents, that's why it was never appealing to me to date somebody who was so much older than me. Because what are you looking for? Are you looking for a parent figure when you're attracted to this type of person? So nah, that would never happen to me. I like to be honest with you. The most that I would go with dating, like I'm 40, I don't really look for anybody less than 35. And the most at this point of being 40, even to me, 50 is pushing it, to be honest with you. It's pushing it. I would probably say 45 the most. I don't want nobody who's 50 years old. You 10 years, it's like you getting close to my mind. Like when you inching up like that, nah, I don't want that. To me personally, I like somebody who's, and maybe sometimes you can date somebody who's that older and they'll get it, but I don't want anybody who's traversed through life and they've already been through shit and they're gonna be low key hating on me because I still got the light inside of me and you. And then you squandered moments, and then you mad, you trying to live your life vicariously through me because no. You should have took advantage of the moment while you was in it and should have lived your life to the fullest, because that's what the fuck I'm doing. Don't try to get me caught up in your trying to live young phase on we ain't doing that. Nope. And I've always done that. I like to date close to my age. Even like my little friend that I got now, 35, I'm 40. I don't fuck with people who are young. I don't like it. It's not a good mix for me. I don't think that is cool. I don't think that is cute. And when I was younger, I did try it once when I was like, when I was like, when I was like 30, I dated somebody who was 24 going on 25. It just didn't really work out for me. Like, I don't know. I just feel like your mind frame is so much different as you progress and you get older. It just didn't work out. Like, nah. And then to me, yeah, it just didn't work out. Anyway, I know I'm yapping. So let me see what y'all talking about in the comments. Please make sure that you thumbs up this video, subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel. Also support the channel. The Cash App is on the screen. Cookie Confidant 83. There's a 25-year-old man dating a 25-year-old man dating a 63-year-old. Damn, your comment went by quick. He had known since he was 16. That's bad. My husband and I are 4 years apart. I would never go with someone older than me more than 5 years. Yeah, and I think that's just nah. I wouldn't want that personally. Exactly. Her P depressed because she won't give it back. She won't give it a break. That pee ran through. Ain't didn't Tammy Roman say something like that? That pussy ran through. I knew a girl who told me that she lost her virginity, got pregnant, and had an STD at the same time. It'd be real. It'd be real. I'm telling you. I never forget going to college and my friend, she called me and she was like, "Oh my God, I just left the clinic and they said that I have HIV." I remember being mad. I was going to school that time at Schenectady County Community College and I could not believe it. I was so sad. I was devastated on the bus. And she called me and delivered that news. I was like, wow, like life is. But you know what? I know that you think this is crazy, but I took that as a learning lesson to like not trust people at a young age. And I felt like we kind of aligned on some shit so that, I don't know. I felt like it was a reason why I met her. She's been giving it away like candy. Damn, that's crazy. So anyway, thank you for that. I appreciate that, Vanessa Rude Girl. Yes, Cookie Confidant 83. If you would like to support the channel, and don't forget to hit that notification button, and like as well. Thank you, Vanessa. So let me bring this up real quick from Radar Online. So Diddy, he got another one. Like that's the crazy thing. He used to say, "Would you like to send?" Okay, he got another one. Another allegation. It wasn't just one. Yesterday was some girl from fucking, give me a second. A girl that went to school in Syracuse. She was saying that Diddy did some shit to her as well. I just want to bring this up. I'm trying to eat this pomegranate at the same time. I really want to go get my water real quick so I can mix it in it. So give me 1 second. I want to go get my seltzer real quick. Give me a second. What do I want to do really, 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 really quick? That'll be really quick. Let's do it.
Yo, young money right here, throw it up, no height cheer. Cold like a white beer, Freddy Krueger, I'm a rap bitch nightmare. And I'm rich, I could buy you. Kill bitches, leave their body in a bayou. More brain than an IQ, more head than a dread. And my bank account ain't hardly empty. That's why I come through in a Barbie Bentley. So please, mamacita, please no envy. When you come around, it reads no entry. Who's next to go? My flow so flexible. Get gas and get at me. Text a cow, shoot yourself in the leg. Flex a cow. White jag with the twisted lip. I ain't Mike Jack, but this is.
So, yo, I wanted to share with y'all too, right? One of my friends, she just moved into a house in Houston and she just bought a home, but I don't know why she didn't realize what was going on before. But she she closed on the home and she moved in like maybe like a week or two later. But when she was there, she started to notice that it was some issues with roaches. Right now, I remember like years and years and years ago that when we moved into this apartment in New York, I think this is when I've got one of my first apartments, and it was an issue with roaches. Right now, it's this boric acid powder. It's called Harris boric acid with lure. You got to be careful if you have kids or if you have animals, right? But let me tell you what I did, and it got rid of the roaches. And she told me that it worked, like because she was going to, she was cleaning up and like doing not cleaning up really because they own the home, but she was getting it like prepared to move in, and she started to notice there was some roaches and shit, right? So she also wanted to do a test just to make sure it wasn't like any mice or anything like that as well. But what she did, what I told her to do was, I said, do this. Get the Harris boric acid, because it's been working. People know about this for years. I don't know if you dealt with that problem or if you're dealing with it. Get the Harris boric acid, and what you want to do is get some cookies. Get like some Oreos, right? Because bugs are attracted to sweets and shit like that, right? Get some Oreos on your countertop. Break those cookies up and put them in the middle of the countertop. And I need you to take that boric acid and make a boundary, make like just make like kind of like make a blockade. Don't put too much, but just put it all around the cookies. So that means for them to get to the cookies, they're gonna have to step through that boric acid. I also need you at nighttime, like if you don't have nothing on your countertop or whatever, put that boric acid all in the sink. Like just take a little bit of it, put it in the sink, and just put it around. When I tell you, she told me she did that, and within because she's still working, so she wasn't going to the house every day, but she was be doing like little things here and there. She was like, I went into the house. So she left it up for about 5 days, and then she kept all of the lights and stuff off. Right. So she said she came back and she said she didn't see anything. So now she's moving in right now, but she was like, yo, I didn't know what I was gonna do. She didn't know if she was gonna have to hire Orkin, like the Orkin pest control or anything like that. But those people, yo, she told me, she said that shit worked, that boric acid. She took it and put it in between her like on the side of her dishwasher, because it comes with like a nasal that you could put on and like put it in hard to get to places. She said that shit worked. I was so happy. I love when I'm able to help people. Just like one of my friends, she had an issue with a damn mouse getting into her house, and I went and I got some of that foam stuff and I plugged that damn hole up, and then she ain't have no issue since. I love to help people. Like, if I just feel like that's what life is about, like, you know, sharing information so people know. I don't know if you dealing with some sort of issue in your house like that, because listen, we all dealt with an issue like that. I remember when one of my first apartments when I moved to Houston. This is why I don't like to live in the city of Houston, and I know that roaches don't have an address. They can be in the suburbs and shit like that. But I remember when I moved into the city of Houston, I got an apartment when I used to live in the Energy Corridor. I was paying like $1,200 for this apartment too, and that shit bugged me out that it had a roach issue. So guess what happened? The first day that I moved there, I had my furniture and fucking storage. I kept my furniture because I signed the lease for a year. I did not bring my furniture to that house at all. Only thing I had in that apartment was my bed, and because I would keep seeing roaches in the damn in the kitchen. So I just did not feel right. I remember one time I cooked and I made my food, and then I went back in the kitchen. It was a roach in the fucking, like, in the sauce swimming around. I said, oh no. The apartment complex wouldn't do anything about it at all. They would come and do their you know, extermination and shit like that. But I had to get the fuck up out of there. I had to get up out of there. And the crazy thing about it is, you know how I just told you that story about my friend? I don't know where my mind was, but I did not use the boric acid there. I was just so frustrated. I was very frustrated. And that year, to me, it took the longest to fly by, but I got through that shit. I got through it. Like, I know that a lot of people have dealt with that shit. And just because you might have a roach in your house, it doesn't mean that it's you. And it doesn't mean that it's you. It could be like, especially if you're in an apartment complex, say that, you know, the people downstairs from you were nasty, right? And say that when they move all out, the roaches need food. It's like they're gonna try to venture off to like other areas. But that was my only apartment in Houston that I had issues in, and I fucking hated that apartment. Oh my God. Like, I was so mad because I'm paying $1,200 for rent. How the fuck do I have roaches in my apartment? That shit pissed me off. So anyway, let's see what y'all talking about before I move on. Also, shout out to Sarah. I appreciate the Cash App. Let me send you some love back. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Let me see what y'all talking about. If you live in an area and a building, new construction, there's going to be all kinds of things happening. Wow, the roach was swimming around. Yes, yo, what happened was that I made like a meatloaf, and I had made this gravy on the side of it. Like, I was being lazy, and I made like this gravy with a packet. And when I came back in there, the fucking roach was face down in the fucking gravy. Yo, thank you so much, Sarah. I appreciate you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Let me send some love back to you. I like to shout people out who support me, because sometimes I feel like you could keep supporting somebody. It's like, nah, showing love is like my forte. So I appreciate y'all no matter how much it is, like, to support my channel. Let's see. You said when me and my mother first moved to Houston, it was bad like that. No matter how clean we were, my mom was able to sue them. Yep. Get you some of that boric acid though. I should have did that there, because what it does is that they'll bring it back to the colony or the nest of the roaches, and it'll be gone. Like, so my friend, she's so happy right now because she hasn't seen any roaches in her new home. So, you know, I think she's moving in today and through the weekend. But she said no issues when she came in, because typically she'll see them immediately. So probably because the house has been vacant, and who knows how the people were who lived there before her. And, you know, sometimes they could hide out in cabinets and shit like that. So get you some of that boric acid at nighttime. Make sure you turn your lights off. Also, I want to implore you to tell you this. When you move into any apartment, please make sure that you get on your hands and knees, look under shit, go in your bathroom, like, look into anything, and make sure that you patch up any of those holes. Those holes are going to lead to excess of gnats in your apartment. It also will lead to getting mice in your apartment as well, because ever since I patched that hole up for my friend, she don't got no more gnats in her apartment. She was like, she just could not understand. She was like, I don't even have have fruit out in my apartment. Why are these gnats and whatever? Then she seen that mouse and it was over. I plugged that shit up. It was a wrap, because if you have any holes in your apartment, those the gnats are going to get in, and who knows what else could get in. But nah, plug those holes up. If you have apartment complex and you know how they got that little air conditioner room, tell them that you need to open that up and you want to see what's going on in that. You need to see if there's any holes. You need to make sure all of the holes is plugged. Fuck that. I don't play that shit. Moving to Houston taught me to look for certain things and to make sure that certain things are done. You know what I mean? So let's move on. Again, thank you, Sarah. Let's see. Why are roaches or even a thing? Who knows? It could also be. You think it's spiritual? What? Roaches are spiritual? Why would you say that? Vanessa Ruger. I don't remember the name, but we will only get in New York City. It was dark brown. I'm telling you, get that boric acid. Get it. So anyway, let's move on real quick and let's get into this Radar Online matter with Diddy. So they posted a story about Diddy, and they also posted something about what is this? Give me a second. All right. So nah, this is not the one I wanted. Give me a second. There's supposed to be another story on Diddy. Where's the story on Diddy at? And okay, here it is. The crazy thing about Diddy is now he got 3 charges. Like, yo, y'all think this is going to impact him, or you think he's going to try to rise above and try to it'll be something big that he comes out with next year. You know that they said that they don't even really want him to be associated with that alcohol brand as well either. So that's crazy. But let's read this article real quick. I put a little bit of pomegranate in my seltzer water. I like that sometimes. Like, get a little bit of that juice in it. I'm drinking the Polar Cranberry Lime Seltzerware. I put a couple pomegranate seeds in it too. All right. So Diddy hit with another shocking lawsuit over alleged rape of women with singer Aaron Hall. That's crazy. So let me scroll down. You gotta wait. You gotta scroll all the way down to get to the damn meat and potatoes. Oh, this is the way that they break it up? I don't like this. Give me a second. All right. Diddy has been hit with a 3rd lawsuit over alleged sexual assault. I'm happy that all of this shit is coming out. Expose these niggas. Let me tell you some shit when I want to tell you expose these niggas, because I like to give y'all real talk. Expose these niggas. I'm happy that I'm able to get up here and speak freely on some shit. And I've always just been very careful through life, because I know how life works and I know how shit comes back to you, right? Let me tell you something. And I kind of contemplated the other day about telling this story, because I just know, like, sometimes I don't like to share too much about my life, but I think that I just feel like it's important to share things, because it kind of just shows you how you process and how you deal with things. So I remember when I was younger, right? And I used to, I always told my mother everything. And I don't know if that's the reason why a lot of situations just were handled or whatever the case may be. So just to kind of be personal, I remember my father, he was dating this girl, and she had a son and she had she had a son, and she had a son with 2 daughters. So I remember one time my dad, he had a pit bull. So even though I didn't stay with my dad, I would always go and get the dog and walk the dog or whatever, and just go see my father's dog. His name was Big Up. They got the name from the Biggie song, like Big Up, it's a stick up, stick. That's where he got the name from. So his name was Big Up. So I would go over there sometimes and walk the dog, right? So I'm 14 years old, and I think at the time her son was 10 years old. But let me tell you what I uncovered. What me coming forward and telling my mother, and what uncovered in this matter. So I was going to walk the dog or whatever, right? And her son was home. So I remember I came in the house, I got the dog, and on my way out, right, with the dog, and typically I would take the dog up to my mother's house, because my father didn't live that far away from me, and then we would just chill up there for a while. My brothers would play around with the dog and stuff like that too. That pit bull was so nice that somebody stole him out of my father's backyard. But anyway, let me tell you what happened. So I'm leaving my father's house with the dog. You know, he lived with his girlfriend on Elk Street at the time, right? And as I'm walking out the door and the son was about to close the door, he said to me, he said, "Do me." And I'm thinking to myself, why would he say "do me" to me, right? So I take the dog, I go up to my house because we live like around the corner up the street. So my brothers is outside playing with the dog. I got in that house and I told my mother what that little boy said to me, being 14 years old and he was 10 years old. I said, Mom, I said, you know, I went to my father's house and, you know, I ain't gonna say her name, but Alana's son said to me when I was leaving with the dog, when he was closing the door, he said, "Do me," right? And she was like, "What the hell does that mean?" My mother got on that phone and called my father. My father didn't want to deal with it. She said to call the girlfriend directly. She called her and told her what her son had said to me, and I still feel like to this day her son feels a certain way towards me. But what's gonna be exposed in a few seconds, you'll understand. So she said, my son told me that your son said "do me" when he was walking out the door. Can you tell me what that's about? And you know, why is your son saying that too? And what does that mean, right? To make a long story short, that opened up a whole can of worms because the lady started to question her son to ask him, why did he say that to me? Yeah. Come to find out, her brother was fucking molesting that little boy. And he was already exposed to sex and all of that. See, sometimes like you gotta like I used to tell my mother everything, and sometimes this is why my brothers wouldn't put me in on shit. But I'm telling you, what if I never said nothing about that and that he would have still been getting molested by her? His uncle was molesting him. Y'all gotta realize, I want to tell you this, right? One of my best friends that live in the Bronx, right? His uncle did that to him. He said his uncle would wake him up at 4 o'clock in the morning. He would wake all the kids up. He think that he did it to multiple, but he said for some reason he kept coming to him, was sodomizing him from the age of 14 almost to the age of 18. And the crazy thing is that the uncle died on his birthday. So my friend said even now he can't even really enjoy his birthday because all he thinks of is his uncle, right? Yo, let me tell you something. I felt bad for a second for exposing that little boy and telling my mother, and it shook some shit up because that caused a division in a family. Because you got to realize, for that little boy to say that to me when I was 14 years old. Now imagine if I was a weirdo, right? Or imagine if I was somebody who had been abused. I would have been that would have been like something I could imagine that would have been enticing to me. But when that nigga said that shit to me, talking about "do me," I'm 14 years old. You 10. Why are you talking to me like that? I walked that dog up to my house. My brother, I remember what it was. My brothers was right outside. I dropped that dog off so quick and went inside and told my mother that shit. My mother got on the phone immediately, called my father. He was just like, "Yep, reach out to her mother." He was just like, "Let her, let her handle it." Yep, his mother shook that shit up and was like, "Why did you say this to him?" Like, whatever the case may be, what's going on? But the sad thing about it is that back then, his mother and my father used to take so many trips. They'd be going to Atlantic City, doing this, doing that. And guess what she was doing, y'all? Leaving that little boy and his sisters up the street at the aunt house where the brother frequent. And I still used to see her brother when I lived in New York. So she shook him down. She wanted to know, why was you talking like that? What happened to you? What's going? I can imagine the questions the additional questions she was asking him. But for me saying that to my mother and exposing what that little boy said to me, it opened up a whole other can of worms. Her brother, I'm talking about same mother, same father, was molesting her son. Are you fucking crazy? I'm happy that I said something. And even as an adult, I feel more happy, even though he don't really fuck with me like that. He's my friend on Facebook, but we don't talk like that. It's this weird type of like, I see you, but I don't. He don't like none of my statuses. And the thing is, they're really good friends of my family, but I think that he was mad at me for, I don't know. But let me tell you something. I don't know if you know what the weird thing about it was is that my friend was being molested, and I think it was before the age of 14 by his uncle. He was being molested for so long that his uncle told him that he loved him more than all of the other nieces and nephews. And he felt as though that him and his uncle really had some sort of real love going on. It was weird. It was weird. So if my friend felt like that, how many other little boys who've been molested by their uncles and shit like that, if they feel the same way? So that's just why I feel like, was he mad at me or something like that? Because her brother he was not around that family for a long time, And my mom, when she found out that what I uncovered and what it led to, and I told her that, she was so proud of me for coming out and telling her what happened. I had that really, I ain't even gonna say it's bad because I feel like it puts a negative connotation around it, right? I felt like I used to tell my mother everything. Imagine if I would have just swept that under the rug and just been like, oh, he said that to me. Nope. I remember I was walking that damn pit bull up Northern Boulevard. I got to my house. I dropped that dog off in the front. My brothers was playing with the dog. I said, Ma. We all used to do like, you know how you see your mother, you'd be like, Ma. I was just at house. And when I was leaving with the dog, he said, do me. And she said, what the hell did that mean? You can hear the phone call, the damn phone, the dial pad, doom, 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 making phone calls, reached out to my father, gave her the phone number for the mother. My mother confronted, like, what does that mean? What's going on? Like, I can't remember everything my mother said to her, but my mother said that you need to have us talk to your son because to me, that doesn't sound right. Crazy. Ooh. Yeah, my mother, she's going to take some action on some shit yeah, he was groomed. So anyway, let's get into this article because I know that I went off a little bit. So Diddy hit with another shocking lawsuit over alleged rape. The reason why I told you that is that look how rich Diddy is and look how wealthy he is, right? I even knew at a young age that I never wanted certain things to be attached to my name. I just don't. Can you imagine me up here right now giving free commentary and just being free and popping my shit and saying how I feel about Cardi and saying how I feel? Imagine if I did something to a child like that and then it was documented or whatever. Y'all would eat me the fuck up. This is why I pop so much shit and this is why I'm able to say whatever the fuck I want to because the only thing you can say about me is that you probably don't like me or I ghosted you as a friend or whatever, but you can't ever say that I did somebody wrong. You can't ever say that I took advantage of a person and I took something from a person against their will. You can't ever say that I did something to a child. You can't say that. Only thing you can say is you don't like me. That's cool. That is cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Right, as a real mother would. So listen, these new Diddy allegations, he's hit with another allegation. According to the court documents obtained by Radar Online, a woman is using a Swatum Jane Doe filed bombshell claims against the music mogul in a New York court. We don't know if this could be another entertainer, like or a celebrity. In her lawsuit, Doe said that she met Diddy with a friend at an event. She said Diddy and Hall started to buy them drinks. And shit, this is back in those roofie days when people were roofie somebody and like, you know what I'm saying? Doe said that Diddy and Hall took her to Hall's apartment. She said that they offered her alcohol and then both sexually assaulted her. The woman said that Diddy and Hall took turns raping her. Wow. Diddy is a devil, yo. And I'm going to tell y'all this. Again, I know that nobody wanted Cassie to relive the trauma that happened to her, but this is why I wanted him to go to court. I wanted him to be embarrassed. Like, yo, my whole thing is with this. You can make claims like this against a person with like, this whole like this law that they had in New York. I don't want to quote it directly. Maybe it'll be later in this article, but you can do that. But unless you have proof, what is going to be your proof to be able to win a lawsuit like this successfully? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going to be the proof for you to win? I don't know. So anyway, that happened in 1991. Excuse me. Give me 1 second. Let me mute this microphone because I don't want to burp in your ear. Give me a second. All right. So Doe said that her friend was also raped by the two men. Doe said that Diddy came to her home a few days after the alleged assault. He was irate and began assaulting and choking Jane Doe to the point that she passed out. Combs was searching for Jane Doe's friend because he was worried that she would tell the girl he was with at the time what he and Aaron Hall had done to them, the lawsuit read. And why does Shade Room ain't post this? Doe said that she went to see a doctor after the incident. In addition, she said that she told her friends and family about the alleged assault. Sean Diddy Combs denies the newest accuser's sexual assault and drugging allegations after after fresh lawsuit filed against the rapper. Diddy, accused of rape by Cassie, claims that she was beaten and forced into, I think that this is just headlines, right? So the lawsuit comes days after he settled a shocking lawsuit with his ex-girlfriend, Cassie. Cassie accused him of years of abuse and even forced her to have sex with male prostitutes. And let me tell you something. Even J-Lo was saying that when she was fucking with Diddy, he would be missing for a while and she would be searching for him through hotels and shit like that, right? I think Diddy, I don't know if it's something that they're scared to reveal, but the way that Cassie and them was talking about Diddy, he got makeup on in that photo too. Just to add that, but the way that Cassie and them was talking about Diddy, Diddy was definitely fucking niggas. Why are you telling her to find boys with big dicks? There ain't nothing wrong if you like niggas or not, but it's like he's hiding behind these women. If you want to be truthful, even as much as I think Young Miami and his relationship is inappropriate, I don't think, follow me on this, I don't think that is probably on the level of a Cassie. And honestly, I think that Young Miami is the mule to bring in the younger audience for him. I don't know the parameters, and maybe they are in a relationship, right? Maybe they are doing sexual things, but look at the identity of the women that he associates with. Like, look at that new girl who was on Tasha K, one of his ex-girlfriends, and then Cassie, and then the girl he recently had a baby by, right? He liked them non-black chicks. That's who he liked. There's something weird with him though. He gonna get listen, his karma is coming. It's coming. It's here. So all right, we read that. As we previously reported, following Cassie's settlement, a woman named Joy Dickerson Neal filed a sexual assault claim against Diddy. Diddy looked just like one of them trifling ass church niggas. You know them church, listen, they be trifling. They be trifling as fuck. Like, All right, so Dickerson Neal claimed Diddy in 1991 was a college student. She said that she went on a date with him, and she said that she later fell out of it and believed Diddy drugged her. She claimed to be sexually assaulted. She claimed he sexually assaulted her and secretly recorded it to show all others. Nigga just grimy. This last minute lawsuit is an example of how well-intentioned law can be turned on its head. Miss Dickerson's 32-year-old story is made up and not credible. Mr. Combs never assaulted her. She implicates companies that did not exist. This is purely a money grab and nothing more, Diddy's lawyer said. Of course they're going to say that. As Radar Online previously reported, a former president of Diddy's Bad Boy Entertainment was also hit with a sexual assault lawsuit. That's crazy. Was that Harv Pierre that they was talking about that got hit with a lawsuit as well? So Diddy, it's going down. It ain't looking good. All of these weirdos in Hollywood. This is what I'm telling you. Thank God that I never did nothing weird. Thank God. I never knew that I would end up on YouTube doing commentary. But you know how they be exposing other people for shit and like shit that they've done? Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. If you have done anything questionable and you try to speak out on a platform like this and try to ridicule and try to give opinions, you gotta brace yourself. No matter what it was, and you know that people do get wrongfully accused at times too, but nah. I always had my future in my mind, and I never wanted to do anything that would come back and strike me later. This is why, like, I look on YouTube, I look on Twitter, and it's nothing against people who are sex workers or whatever, but no, I'm not getting out there. You're not going to see me doing those lewd sexual acts and shit like that. You got to protect yourself. I'm telling you. What they said in that battle rap shit, men lie, women lie. That footage is forever, though. That footage is forever. It's forever. Nah, be very careful of the choices that you make, because that shit is going to come back to bite you in your ass. I promise you. Oh, also, listen, did y'all hear about this? Governor Andrew Cuomo was sued for sexual harassment by former assistant. So they caught this at the listen, a lot of these niggas is being exposed. Hold on a second. My bad. All right, so Andrew Cuomo's former executive assistant sued the disgraced New York City governor for sexual harassment this week. Another dirtbag. So Andrew Cuomo's former assistant sued for sexual harassment on Radar Online can report. So in a shocking development to come to New York's Adult Survivors Act expired on Friday, Cuomo's former assistant Brittany Commisso filed a sexual harassment lawsuit against the ex-governor on Thursday. So that's what it's called. I told you somebody would mention it later. New York Survivors Act. Why more people ain't pour into this? Man. Yo, these damn pomegranate seeds are so good. Do y'all like pomegranate? I just want to tell you this also. If you get a pomegranate, make sure that you get one where the skin is not really that much stressed. You want to get the red, vibrant ones, because if you do get the ones that look stressed, it's going to be brown when you open it up. I love pomegranate. I got my little bag on the side that I'm throwing the seeds in. I took some of the seeds and put it in my seltzer water too, so it'll flavor it. It's so good. There ain't nothing like it. I'm telling you. They even called these pomegranates that they're like something that's in India or somewhere that they celebrate these, that they're like a really special fruit. Yeah, I couldn't imagine for $3 a fucking piece, damn near. It is special. They taste so good though. After I get off here, I'm about to go to the gym though. And I'm making my collard greens with that smoked turkey meat later. It's so good. So anyway, let's read the rest of this before we go into the Dwayne Howard. Dwight Howard's a sexual. Oh no. All right. Cuomo's former assistant, Brittany Commisso, filed a sexual harassment lawsuit against the ex-governor Thursday. According to the lawsuit, Commisso alleged that Cuomo tried to engage in sexual acts with her and sexually harassed her. She also claimed that her former boss made unwelcome sexual advances and sexualized comments about her appearance. Damn. Commisso, 32, alleged that Cuomo, 65, subjected her to humiliating and demeaning tasks, hugs, kisses, and sexual touching of the buttocks and forcible touching of the breasts after she joined the governor's office in 2017. These niggas is devils. They get the white ones as devils too. As Radar Online previously reported, Commisso initially accused Cuomo of sexual harassment shortly before New York Attorney General Letitia James launched a sexual assault investigation into the governor in 2021. The AG's 165-page report indicated that Cuomo sexually harassed multiple women, even retaliated against one former employee who complained about the inappropriate behavior. According to the lawsuit, Commisso alleged that Cuomo tried to engage in sexual acts with her and sexually harassed her. These niggas going down. Commisso was dubbed executive assistant number 1 in AG's investigation into Cuomo, then filed a criminal complaint against her former boss. She claimed that he groped her breast during one incident. The governor needs to be held accountable, she told CBS after coming forward and publicly in 2021. What he did to me was a crime. He broke the law. I'm happy that she said something before also. File that lawsuit, baby. Get that money. So listen, when they file a lawsuit, will she be suing the state of New York, or would that be something that he's responsible for as well? I think both of them, especially if she's documented this, she needs to file. If no corrective action was taken or anything, she needs to sue the state of New York too. So, he was like cupping my breast. Commisso continued. He cupped my breast. I have to tell you, it was at the moment I was in such shock, and I could just tell you that I just remember looking down, seeing his hand, seeing the top of my bra, and I just remember it was a little. It was like a little even the cup. The kind of bra I had on, to the point I could tell you it doesn't even fit me properly. It was a little loose. I just remember seeing exactly that. Cuomo's former assistant said, "Damn, he ain't got no pussy at home. What really make this nigga want Rome? How could he diss me with Tanya, Keisha, Tiffany, Shara, and Lucy, all of these whole groupies? Damn." An Albany criminal court ultimately dropped Commisso's misdemeanor complaint against Cuomo in January 22. Damn, Albany, y'all doing them dirty like that? That's my home. That's my city. Damn. Cuomo denied Commisso's allegations at the time and said that he would have lose his mind to have done such a thing, and they believed him. To touch a woman's breast who I hardly know in a mansion with 10 staff around with my family in the mansion, the disgraced governor said, I would have lost my mind such a thing. Yeah, that's what a lot of them say. 10 additional women have also come forward and accused Cuomo of a similar allegations and harassment. That's crazy. So that's that on Cuomo's weird ass. A lot of these white niggas is weird. A lot of people in power is weird. This is why I respect certain people when they rich, they just become. If let me tell you something, if I ever became like a millionaire, people around me because I just feel like I trust myself, but I just know how it goes. It comes with it. I don't got that much money around people. You know, it gives them an opportunity to say shit about website frozen. Give me a second. All right. Damn. Tiffany Haddish, she was arrested for DUI. Tiffany Haddish arrested for DUI after being found asleep while behind the wheel in Beverly Hills. When did this happen? Damn, this reported today. Tiffany Haddish was taken into custody in LAPD after being found asleep behind the wheel in the middle of a street in Beverly Hills. Radar Online has learned. So, according to the law enforcement sources, Haddish was arrested early Friday morning. The girl's trip star was found in her car in the middle of Beverly Hills Drive. My brother, that happened to him before too. He felt as though that he could fall asleep behind the car. But you know, the car was turned off though, but he was just didn't want to drive drunk. But yeah, he didn't get in trouble though, but he used to do that. A source said Haddish was slumped over on the wheel since her car was still running. TMZ obtained a video from the scene that showed Haddish handcuffed and being guided by officers. Stop playing yourself, y'all. Damn. I'm happy that she's alive though, because you know how that could have turned up with drunk driving and shit. Like, I wonder where she was coming from. Hold on a second. All right, that's done. All right, so Tiffany Haddish, damn. A source said that Haddish was slumped over the wheel while a vehicle was still running. Insiders said that the actress did not cause any issues and complied with the instructions. Hours before her arrest, Haddish performed at the Laugh Factory in West Hollywood, so she was just out there just moving around. The comedy club had its annual free Thanksgiving dinner for those in need. The latest arrest comes after Haddish was arrested for DUI in 2022. They about to take her license, or she gonna be suspended. Officers found Haddish around 4 a.m. after someone called a reporter a driver who was asleep on the road. A police officer showed officers she believed Haddish had smoked marijuana before getting into the car. Haddish was released after a few hours behind bars. She pays $1,666. Devil numbers. The comedian is scheduled to go to trial in the case in December. She better get that lawyer. Damn, Tiffany. That drunk driving shit is not right, because it impacts people, it impacts families, and it impacts individuals. Like, I understand what she was probably doing. I don't understand. I can't because I wasn't there. But maybe maybe she pulled over it so that she wouldn't. But this damn Radar Online shit is making my computer run hella fucking slow. Hold on a second. I want to get to this Dwight Howardness. Give me a second. Paris Hilton. I'm gonna get down to Dwight Howard because he filed for custody. That nigga, you know what? You gotta do what you gotta do. I understand. Let me control F because it ain't on the front screen no more. I guess when news comes out, other news gets put down. What? Basketball wild star Royce Reed speaks out after dodging prison and neglected child. When was this? No, I want to give me a second. Let me go to Dwight Howard. on the side on Google. Shit, I apologize, y'all. This damn radar online shit got my shit going slow. So Dwight Howard. And then let me go into news. Dwight Howard custody. That's crazy that, you know, more stories came out so quick, and it's like, okay, let me just go right here. Maybe this is older and they just had it up there. Let me just bring this up real quick. One love, one love. Hold on a second. Let me bring this up real quick. So share this instead. And then bring this up. No. All right, so we on this one now. Let me get this radar online shit off of my screen. Hold up a second. Yo, that shit just took my damn screen down. What the hell is going on? Let me know if y'all still there. Fuck. I'm gonna have to go. I need to go get my computer and just get it, because I got virus protection on my computer, of course. But I don't know. Let me know if y'all still there, if you still hear me. I see it's 117 people here. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. They used to clown Royce. Now look. Right. So dismiss. Access off. Come on, fam. All right. So after seeing her inappropriate TikTok videos, do y'all think that that's wrong? I mean, I think a father has the right to, you know, to be in their child's life. Maybe he feels as though he can offer a better atmosphere to the child. I don't know. Sometimes you have to realize a lot of the times when these kids do make these inappropriate TikToks is because there's no boundaries in the home with the parents, whether it's mother and father or mother alone or father alone. So anyway, Dwight Howard wants primary custody of his 13-year-old daughter after seeing her inappropriate TikTok videos. So former NBA player Dwight Howard seems to be in the news more. I'm sorry. Let me get these seeds out of my mouth. Pause. Former NBA player Dwight Howard seems to be in the news more these days than when he was on the basketball court. Radar Online has acquired documents stating that the former Orlando Magic center wants primary custody of his 13-year-old daughter. You know, my first thing in my mind is like, damn, he want that child support to stop. He want that child support to stop. Like, So the legal paperwork reveals that Howard has filed a petition to have the current custody arrangement and child support modified for his daughter, Layla Loren Howard. Howard wants his daughter mother's Tiffany Render to lose custody after their daughter posted some inappropriate TikTok videos and filmed a reality television show. The former couple agreed to Howard lowering the amount of child support payments that he made from $12,000. Could you imagine getting $12,000 a month? If she ain't stacked some of that money up and open up a business, I don't know. But it depends on what her lifestyle is like. Shit, her rent and everything could be up to $5,000 depending on where she live at. Now he went from $12,000 to $3,000. Her payments. So they lowered the child support amounts from $12,000 to $3,000 earlier this year due to substantial change in his income. With that arrangement, they agreed to render having primary custody while former player got visitation rights. They both have joint legal custody, allowing them to be included in important life decisions for their daughter. Damn. So now with the current petition, Howard wants primary custody of Layla, who have to have the child support arrangement terminated. You see, these niggas is not slick. Now he want the child support to be terminated. He don't want that. A lot of the times they don't want no money going to that mama. They don't want no money. But I mean, if he listen, let me tell you something. I met this one woman one time and she said, you know what? The the relationship didn't end on some vicious like type shit where um they were fighting or anything like that. This girl that I know legit said that. She was just like, when I broke up with my husband, she had a son, a son by this man. She was like, he wanted to keep my son. And I said, you know what, I can't show him how to be a man. And she sees her son like on, like every 2 weeks and stuff like that. And the thing about her situation is that the father doesn't put anything negative in the son's mind about the mom. It's just like she's still there for her son. Like she does things for him. She picks him up. They go shopping. She shows up for parent teacher night and all of that. He just stays with his father. He don't get no support from, like he didn't, the father didn't put her on child support. The father just wanted to keep his son. Right. And I felt like it was a lot of love in that, because a lot of the times when they want to take the kids away they want to take the child support away, but they're not emotionally available. They can't really like help the kids or anything like that. They just don't want you to have child support. And I think that that's fucked up, because you're missing out on the love and everything that, that you could be getting from a mother. But the woman who I know, she's in her son's life heavy, but the son just stays with the dad. They just not together. Like, you know what I'm saying? So in certain situations, I think that it's good when it's not just about the money. To me, this seems like it is about the money. Like, come on, you went from 12,000 to 3,000. Now you've seen this TikTok. Kids post on TikTok. You know that you can't control everything that a child does. You can't control everything. And I know that, these kids be having these devices. And then if you're not monitoring them and shit like that, are you going to, come on, it could be a slap on the wrist to say, okay, that was bad parenting. I'll do a better job. Sorry, they posted this, but you can't control I guess you can control it, but maybe it'll just be kind of like a wake up call. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I'll make sure that I monitor it. Hopefully she has her own check new account. Hopefully she'll just monitor it and it'll be something that she can watch in the future, Kickback with 0 for free. I don't know. I don't want that. Did y'all niggas give me anything extra? I want a reward. Chipotle. I'm not eating out for a while though. I can't do that. Give me a second. All right. So, all right. So he wants to take away the child support. She has primary custody, and his reasoning for the change is due to Renda relocating to Florida with Layla and not notifying him of the move. This took place in July, according to the outlet. He then claimed that she has failed and refused to talk to him about the issues that affect his daughter, including education, healthcare, and her general well-being, which is very important. I just hope that is not rooted in the money. The paperwork that states that she failed and refused to provide access to the minor child and failed and refused to discuss in good faith the minor's relocation, unenrollment in her prior school, and enrollment into a new school in Florida. What made the matter worse is that when Howard saw the TikTok clips posted by his daughter in them, she is flipping off the camera, and there were videos of a minor child scantily clad or in age inappropriate clothing using vulgar sexual songs playing in the background, wherein which the minor child is making sexually inappropriate gestures and innuendo. That's a problem, y'all. I'm sorry. That is a problem. Let me know how you think about that in the comments. Howard says that she demonstrated an inability to maintain a healthy home environment in the home to raise a minor. And let me tell you something. Even though that is inappropriate, ripping that child away from their mother is not going to make them love you more just because it's over their money. Just because you don't want them to have no money, it's not going to make the child love you more. I think that a girl does. Both children need their mother and their father. I just wish that, I hope that, and listen, I don't know Dwight and his daughter situation in the background. Let me tell you something. Most girls are daddies. Most girls are daddy's girls. They do want to live. Let me tell you something. I know that my niece's mom, she listens to my channel sometime, but she knows it. And I know that, and I feel like sometimes, depending on if you had a father in your life raised or not, but my niece, she was like, if her father was well, she would want to live with him, even though her mother is amazing. It doesn't take anything away. A lot of girls are daddy's girls. My niece said that. She was like, I wish my dad was well because I would want to live with him. Nothing to take away from her mother, and not saying that she don't want to, not live with her mom, but I hope that that's the case and he's not just doing that for money. So that's that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, let me know what you think about that. Do you think that it really matters when it comes to the case of who a child is raised with? Do you think that it matters if they're raised with their mother or if they're raised with their, because listen, if something was to tragically happen or if a parent passed away, you would have no choice. I think that both parents have they should have dealings in regards to the rearing of a child. I think that is really important that you see both, because mothers are very strict, and dads have a little bit of slack in certain areas. I think you need both to kind of like see that balance. But want to talk about his daughter's TikTok. Let's see, Tamira. So why do you feel so why are you against his messaging so much? Do you feel like he's being malicious and it's about the money? Oh, you said some of them be doing it for their own selfish needs. My baby dad. Right. Right. I agree with you. If you want today's Pink Friday surprise, retweet this. I ain't dealing with Nicki after she had people waiting up all night waiting for them plates. I am not playing with Nicki Minaj today. I'll see you in 2 weeks, baby. 2 weeks. So let me go over here to let me go over here to the neighborhood talk, because I want to bring up her plate. It depends on their stability. Talk about your son seeing you doing 6 sexual acts and copying you. Ooh, now you did say a word, Tamira. That is true. Wasn't his son? That was Royce's son as well, right? Who was brought up on those weirdo acts and shit like that. Yeah. See, it kind of runs. This is what I'm saying. When one thing happens, it kind of like overshadows when there's other shit that's hiding when other things rear their ugly head. Like, you know what I'm saying? Did she show the plates? I saw a beautiful plate she posted. It was empty, child. Let me go over here because they posted something. They posted a little something on the neighborhood talk. Let me see. Nicki Minaj plate. Please make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you're still here. I appreciate y'all. I know that I came live randomly. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody who supported the live today as well. I appreciate y'all for all of the love and the support on Cash App. If you can't, if you can support the way that you can, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. If you have it, you can Cash App. The Cash App is on the screen as well. I appreciate all of y'all who support. I really, really do. Give me a second. All right. So let me bring this up for Nicki. I want to go to the shade room and see if they posted anything in regards to Diddy. I think that Diddy is controlling him. He's like, yo, don't play, don't, nah. I can guarantee you. Wow, y'all. Oop. Tiffany Haddish ex-friend says that she wants to expose how evil and desperate for fame Tiffany is in her 1 million defamation suit. That's crazy. Everybody getting exposed. Everybody is getting exposed. Yo, hold on. Hold the fuck up. I'm about to pull the truck up. Take a real bitch to pill, nigga. Hold the fuck up. Hold on. What happened? All right, so Tiffany Haddish ex-friend said that she wants to expose how evil and desperate for fame desperate for fame Tiffany is in her 1 million defamation suit. Neighbors, get into this. This year has really been rough for Tiffany Haddish, child. A few months ago, she reported that her former friend of Tiffany's was suing the comedian for defamation. Now the woman says that despite a judge recently ruling that the details of the case will remain private, she still plans to expose Tiffany for the bad person she allegedly is. Tiffany is a Nicki Minaj hater, so I never really identify with her. Teresa Morris was the mother of the child who Tiffany allegedly groomed to do an inappropriate skit. Oh, this is still coming back. Tiffany, she can't escape this. $1 million defamation suit. She claims during the original lawsuit against the comedians for the inappropriate skit, they tried to paint her to be an extortionist, which promoted the defamation lawsuit. Morris says that Tiffany fame hungry and she won't stop until she has exposed Tiff to the world. This might be a little harder now, though, after a judge recently ruled that the case is to be handled in arbitration, meaning that it won't be handled in the public eye. I wasn't concerned about the case being out of the public eye because I'm not personally interested in any exposure, she said in a statement to the Atlanta Black Star. I was more concerned, and that arbitration shit sounds like something that they're doing to protect Tiffany. I was more concerned about the arbitration because I didn't understand the process, Morris added. I look forward to presenting concrete evidence of how my daughter and I were bullied into signing the agreement and how she lied and about being extorted. I plan on exposing how evil and desperate for fame Tiffany really is. Damn, Tiffany Haddish. It sounds like you got a lot of baggage. Damn. Let me see. So this is Nicki's plates. I guess she was chit-chatting with JT. I don't know. My Caribbean people, I don't like to see yellow rice and salad on the plate. I don't know. I feel like Nicki her plate looks okay. I feel like mine look better. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be one person in the comments like, why would you say that? Her plate looked alright, you know. It just depends on what you like. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on what you like. It depends. Her boil looks really good with the crab and I think she made lobster too and the corn. That looks really, really good. So I'm proud of Nicki though. You got to cook for yourself. You got to cook for your child and make your memories and shit like that. It don't look bad, but shit. I know for a fact my macaroni and cheese hit harder than that. I know it do. I wish that I could send a plate to each and every one of you so that you could say LaRon from Female Rapidly, he made one of the best mac and cheeses that I've ever had in my life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Her mac and cheese don't look bad though, but I make a cheese sauce for my mac and cheese. That it need that cheese sauce. And then I put my other cheeses in it. And then the heavy cream goes into it. And then it's just a movie. Like it's really, people know. If you know, you know. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. I don't think I had my. Oh yeah, I did have my vitamins today. I took them earlier. But yeah, shout out to Nicki for cooking it up. I mean, how do you think her food looks? You know, we ain't dissing. We not dissing nobody plates or anything like that. But what you think about it? Looks good. A lot of food. Sweet potatoes. Oh, I didn't make my sweet potatoes. I was supposed to. I can't with the macaroni pie. Yo, it tastes. It's a taste at the end of the day. Is that oxtail? It looked like it. I know that Nicki said she was making steak too. What is that brown stuff? I think it's probably oxtail, or you know, the Caribbeans, they use that browning salt. They use that browning on their stuff too. So that's a thing. It looks good. It looks yummy. Yeah, I don't. I'm gonna give it a 7. Exactly, Rude. Yeah, listen, we ain't gotta rate Nicki we rate her, we give her 10s with the music. You know, I give anybody, I think sometimes when people cook, they cook for them. You gotta remember that. People are always gonna cook for themselves. I felt like her plate listen, don't drag me. I feel like her plate looks average. It looked average. I'm not about to boost it. Maybe it's just the way that she plated it too, right? It looks average. I know my shit hit though. I would love to have a macaroni and cheese cook-off, like with people, and let's see who got the best mac and cheese. Because I know that a lot of people not fucking with me. I know that they not. Seafood is not traditional. Browning sauce is a lazy way. You think so? I thought browning sauce kind of goes with like whether you make stewed chicken or oxtails or like anything like that. Shout out to Nicki though. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you. You know, however you spent your holidays. Let's see what else they had up there. Interview of Aaron Hall resurfaces amid women accusing him and Diddy of rape. I like to fuck in the public. Speak to Puffy or any of them niggas. They've been in my house. They all see me fuck. Wow.
I like the fucking public. You feel me?
Yeah.
So niggas can't say nothing about it. Them square ass niggas, them precious cake little dick niggas.
Yeah.
I like for them niggas to see how I fuck. Like if you speak to Jodeci or Puffy or any of them niggas, they been in my house. They all see me fuck. They all know I'm a big nigga.
Yeah.
If a bitch touch my dick and she say my dick is small, then she's a lying bitch. The thing is, a whole lot of niggas right.
Look how he talking too. He's an aggressive type of. He's a ooh.
Anywhere. You feel me? And my whole thing is this. Is that
talk about it.
If you can handle my dick and you can make me still be Aaron Hall without fucking rapping off your mouth, then I'll take you anywhere. Other than that shit, you back home, bitch.
Wow.
The niggas out there from Jamie Foxx to like Denzel Washington to whoever. Everybody know me.
Yeah.
So everybody know if I say it, I'm a fucking.
They know that dick. That's what he basically telling y'all. He telling y'all. They know my. Look at Puffy. He look like he know that dick. Look at Puffy. Wow. Look how he talking too. He seemed like he's a narcissist. I know that we all use that word loosely, but I know exactly. I can feel it. I can tell. Look how he talking. Look how. Come on, man.
To death. I like the fucking public, you feel me?
Yeah.
So niggas can't say nothing about it. Them square ass niggas, them precious cake little dick niggas.
Yeah.
I like for them niggas to
Why
see
you worried about they dick?
how I fuck. Like if you speak to Jodeci or Puffy or nothing.
Diddy got a piece of that dick. He like, oh yeah, Aaron, he fucking. You know, they decide they want to get a little piece of dick on the low and go back to their misses. Right. That's probably where he was when they said that J-Lo was saying that Diddy was missing. You know, he's probably on them rendezvous. Legs up in the air, legs back to his fucking ears and just getting pounded by a nigga like Aaron Hall since he want to tell Cassie he want big D's. Instead of saying get a girl with big double D's, he like, why would you want a woman to bring a man into your relationship? Like, you know what I'm saying? Unless you were bi or gay. That shit is kind of like, it's very telling to me. Like,
any of them niggas, they been at my house. They all see me fuck. They all know I'm a big nigga.
Yeah.
If a bitch touch my dick and she say my dick.
Did he put Diddy on Diddy? No, look at Diddy face. Diddy know Diddy sucked that dick. Allegedly, I think. Come on. Diddy done seen some dicks in his days. And Aaron Hall just exposed it, in my opinion.
Dick is small, then she's a lying bitch. The thing is, a whole lot of niggas.
Why is there so much pressure about if your dick is small or not? Like, this is what I'm saying. And not enough people are being just private about information. It's like, what does this have to do with anything? And this is an old interview.
Right about taking girls out to shop, taking girls to fly to Dubai and all that shit. Yeah. Bitch, close your eyes. We anywhere. You feel me? And my whole thing is this. Is that
talk about it.
If you can handle my dick and you can make me still be Aaron Hall without fucking rapping off your mouth, then I'll take you anywhere. Other than that shit, you back home, bitch. And niggas out there.
Wow. What's that, Wendy Williams? Wow. That shit is crazy to me. And you know what's so crazy also? In the 90s, it was heavy on that rape culture, heavy on that just treating women any type of way, because guess what? We didn't have the internet and there was no accountability. And, you know, like, even if a person would file a lawsuit, it would get swept under the rug. And like, if nobody heard about it, they could just pay you off on some shit like that. That shit is too crazy to me. Like, that shit is weird. Talking about them niggas seen me fuck. They seen my dick. Like, yeah, I think Puffy definitely sucked some dick. I think Mason them sucked some dick. I think a lot of them did. I just feel like Mace probably got away from it. Like, this nigga old as hell talking like this. Right. So listen, y'all, I'm about to get up out of here because I need to go to the gym and get my day off. So Nicki literally cooked over $1,000 worth of food for Thanksgiving last night. She can experiment. She learning. I'm here for it. Yeah, she is. The food just looked mid to me, Tamira. I hope that you don't hate my opinion, though. And you know how people try to stretch shit and all of that. Like, we all have an opinion when it comes to food. Her food did look average. Like, you know, listen, I should have took a picture of my food. You would have seen that macaroni and cheese when it came out that oven with that golden crust on the top. You would have seen that cornbread stuffing that I had. Oh, you would have been like, yeah, you know exactly what you're doing. I should have uploaded a pic because I sent one to my friend and she was like, oh, I knew that you was going to do a good job. She the one who gave me the recipe because she made it for me years ago. But yo, we don't have to be ashamed to say it. Nicki is an amazing rapper, artist, musician. Food, anybody could cook food, but you know, when I cook, I plate my food perfectly. Right. Yeah, because to me, I just don't like to see rice and potato salad on the same plate. It's just not alluring to me at all. And it don't matter if it's Nicki or anybody. I hate seeing it. I just hate it. So listen, please thumbs up the video if you still here. Tamira know how to cook then. Right. Right. It was average. I still love her though. Right. We still love her. We still gonna give her 10, 10, 10s across the board. But listen, y'all, I'm about to get up out of here. This is your boy LaRon, Female Rap Elite. Thank you to everybody who came through today after Thanksgiving. Let me know in the comments how your Thanksgiving was. You know, did you experience any rude family members, or were you in some uncomfortable situations and you just kind of dealt with it? Or did you really enjoy your family? And you know, I had some Chardonnay last night. That shit put me to sleep. I love Chardonnay. I love the bottle that I got too. So we ain't drinking again until my birthday in February. I'm gonna have a drink in February, but yeah, I don't drink like that. So you know, I hope all of y'all have a great day. A for effort, right? I give her an A for taking on and learning how to cook, right? Right. Exactly. So yeah, thank you for stopping by, y'all. I appreciate all of y'all support, and for the people who supported the channel. Also, you can send me a Cash App offline as well when I'm off. I might come back later as well because it's Friday. I don't really got to do anything. I just want to go to the gym. I'm going to do the gym twice today because I OD'd yesterday, like with food. I didn't even really OD, but I just want to work out twice today. And then I'm going to come back, do some light cleaning in my apartment, and you know, just some regular shit. It's Friday. I'm off. So I really want to take in this whole day off and just be good. So listen, thanks for the live. Thumbs up if you haven't already. Yes, thank you. I love a strawberry iced daiquiri with Appleton Jamaican rum. Ooh, that sounds good. A strawberry iced daiquiri with Appleton Jamaican rum. Can you buy that in the States? Let me see what that's like. Appleton Jamaican rum. Appleton Jamaican rum. Oh, you can. It's only $20. That sounds good. That might be good in that. You ever had cider, apple cider with rum? 95 thumbs up and 108 people watching. Yes, please thumbs up the video. Thumbs up. Another great live. Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate you, and I also appreciate your support as well. And shots of Ray with nephews. Okay. All right, y'all. I need to trim that music out of the beginning of my video. I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to holler at y'all later. I will go live later, or I'll do an upload. I'm just going to try to figure out how it happens, but either way, you'll hear from me. I'm out. Be blessed. Be safe. You know what I'm saying? If you go on Black Friday shopping, don't spend all your money. I know that rent is coming up right now, too. This is what I did not do. This is why I paid all of my bills. I paid all of my bills this morning. I paid my rent. I paid my car note, and I also paid my credit card bills. It's like, I don't spend so much money. You ever spend so much money, you be scared to look in your account like, damn, like, ugh. But it got to get done. I'm not going to wait till the first. Like one of my friends, this is how they operate. They done bought so much shit and going Black Friday shopping today. You know what he told me? He said, I ain't paying my rent until I get my next, because we all got paid this week. So if you see how it's set up, by the 3rd of the month, depending on your apartment complex, your rent is going to be late. So he said that he does this every month. I can't live life like that though, right? But I understand that sometimes you have to do it. So what's today? Today's the 24th. Next Friday is the 1st. That Sunday is the 3rd. He ain't gonna pay his rent until the 7th. So you know that they give you a fee for every day that you late. And he's like, that's just what I'm gonna have to do. I can't do that because I'm not giving no apartment complex extra money. Like, no, we can't do that, baby. Nah, I'm just gonna pay this rent early. So by the time I get paid the next time, we on to something else. Like, I can't just keep paying rent and then paying these late fees. I wonder how much these apartment complex make on late fees when people pay their rent late. Nah. I've already been spending, but still got money saved up. Right. You got to be smart about it. Sales investment with DN and Black Fry. White rum. All right, y'all. Be blessed. I'm going to holler at y'all later. This is your boy, LaRon, female rap elite, and I'm out. Peace. What's up, Lacey?